Well, let's try this again. Let's see. I turned the Wi-Fi off and just put my phone. But what if it's my phone data? I don't know. We'll see if this one stays on. It should be. Let me make sure I hear myself. What? No, I don't know what's going on. Maybe everything's a fail tonight. Alright. Hi. Um, I have no idea how to pronounce that name, but hello. Let's see if this one stays on this time and some people come through. I don't know what happened the last time, but if it happens again, I'll just stay out for the night. Not gonna keep on trying to come on here. It just must not be the time to chat. But if it was my Wi-Fi, that was the problem. I just turned on my phone data. I hope. Period. So if I keep this up, even if nobody comes in or whatever, I just want to remind people I'm still around. I haven't left you. I've been battling a lot of stuff. But no matter what, it's like I don't care if a year goes between videos. It's like I still want to keep on keeping this channel going somewhat. I hope it's not a year. I hope you guys see me more often. Hey Desi, yeah, I don't know. I just turned off my Wi-Fi in case it was that, but I might have to turn on the Wi-Fi again. I don't know what's going on, but we'll see. Um, but yeah, people don't give up on me. Even if this live goes, whatever, and I'll just stay off. Just know I'll always be trying to come back in video format. Yeah. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying. I don't even know if that was gonna spell out anything, but goodbye, whoever that was. Let's see if people come on. We gotta at least get 2 or 3 people in here. uh, I really do gotta probably start going on every night to start seeing the older people that were in here before, the ones that didn't just stop liking me. I know they're still out there, but it is hard to start over again. I wish I stuff didn't happen the way it did, but I can't. I can't stop life from happening. But it does suck to go get a little bit up there and then just to drop everything. I hate seeing all my numbers drop and stuff. Um, because I thought I didn't want to have to face that again, but it's there. I'm here. It's reality. I gotta deal with it. I texted Susan. She must be off on in La La Land because she didn't text back. She's either cooking or doing something. It's hard to start over, but that just means you're moving on and growing. In a way, yeah. And in the other ways, just like illness never stops and feel like it doesn't want to see when, you know, just like every time I'm dealing with something, and it's like another thing happens, and then it's really been one after another for I feel like 3 years straight. It's been just after one major event happened. I swear I've just been getting hit left and right with so many things, and it's just been nonstop. And this channel for me is something like it's mine, and I'm like nobody could like invade it, and you know, but it's hard to do. It's not hard to do this part, like when I'm on at night. Now it's hard to do because I'm not up at this time anymore usually. But the videos are like really hard for me to do, because it's taxing on my body or whatever. And it's harder for people to view like I hard for me to see like talk with people that are looking at me now. And I didn't have that when I first started again and everything. So to have that type of nervousness and stuff, that sucks. 'Cause I thought it was gone, but guess it never goes away. Anybody know about CERN and them shutting their that big thing down for 3 years? I know I talked about it before. I had a live dedicated to it. The CERN was the company that was drilling the huge hole to basically try to find hell and all that stuff, and it's it just shut down randomly and then said it's going to be back up in 2030. And it's like whatever that yeah, yeah, what Purple Lips? Is that what the heck? They didn't create it to look for hell. They created it for a lot of things. I'm just saying one of the things were um to find hell basically. Yes, and I swear I sleep so well and my thinking has become sharper. But then again, I put an air purifier in my house. Oh, okay. Okay, it's used for particle physics experiments, okay. But what is that the lovely comment you made about purple lips? What is that supposed to mean? What heck is this? What the hell is all that talk? It's used for but we could always debate what it's used for and stuff like that. But the symbols that are above ground tell a lot. What language is even that? There's someone with purple lips on the pro. Yes, that is me. What I'm saying is, what do those words mean before you said purple lips? Are you being rude? Why are they looking for hell? Do they not see what's going on here above ground? This is hell. Yeah, isn't that the truth? But anyway, they stopped it all of a sudden. Um, it's hello and hmm, okay, I guess I'll believe you this time. It's a native Southern South African language. Okay. Don't be so sensitive. Why would I want to be rude? I'm not sensitive. It's that there's a lot of people that come in here that are rude. So it's not like I'm not like I just want to know what it means. But yeah, that's a big question to ask about 75% of the people that are on the internet. Why would they just come in being rude to random people? It happens. It's a thing. Definitely not about being sensitive. It was about making sure you're being respectful. Exactly, because I didn't want to start talking to somebody where I didn't know what they were saying to me. So what's on the agenda for today? We're just chilling. We're just seeing if some of my old people come back that used to jump on here so we could have a little conversation. But I don't really have a topic. Um, this was just very random because I was awake. And yeah, just basically saying hi to I know some of the people that miss me. I understand I'm not being rude, okay. Well, I was just trying to look something up real quick, but forget I'm just leaving it alone. It's late, maybe you should get some sleep, then you'll be fresh and refreshed, ready for the weekend. No, I know it's late. That's why I hopped on here. Usually I used to do this from 1 to like 3 or 4 in the morning. I just have it in the last couple of months now because I was sleeping, between these hours, but I'm awake. Probably not gonna go to sleep till like 3 or 4, so I was just saying hi to my people. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna show that comment, Jeremy, but, um, Jeremy says his or hers, Jeremy sounds like a guy's name. Sex doll cheated on him. Isn't it, I'm sorry I'm sorry your sex doll cheated on you. Was it with another sex doll or a person? His human rights. That's what I was gonna look up, but then I'm like, let me stop researching because it will take away my attention from the live. The big, the cur- I can't even say the words. Is used for discovery of subatomic particles. Like, yeah, that's the scientific thing you want. They want everybody to believe. Um, I caught her with a jar of peanut butter. Oh my gosh. Yes, an archbishop. Oh, okay. Who has a hat of wait, who has a hat of peanut butter? Has. Oh, who has? Oh, wait. That's so confusing. Oopsies. I'm not even asking any questions. She knows I have peanut butter allergy, and she did it anyway. Oh my goodness. But how's that cheating? What? I'm confused. Are we really entertaining this? Get some sleep. I don't need sleep. I'm awake. If I would need sleep, I would be asleep. She Oh no, now come on now. You were funny until that one. I can't even repeat that. Jeremy. Bet it burns when you eat a PB&J, huh? I can't even repeat what you wrote, Jeremy. You gotta have some taste when you're trying to be funny. Does he? If you guys watched my last test taste video where I had those uh what is up with this again? Get some sleep. But anyway, he had those big gumballs. I thought I would just be throwing them to the side or whatever. But I've had like two or three of them afterwards. And one on certain days. You can't do over one of those unless you want to go into like a sugar coma or something. But they're fun. They remind me of like childhood, even though I didn't have them in my childhood, but they still just remind me of it and stuff. So they were, I think, a good purchase, even though I thought it was a waste of money at the beginning, and I would just try to give them all away. It's just like I said, something to remind me. It brings me back to childhood or something. The EpiPen cured you. Oh, okay, that's good. Good to know. Oh my gosh. I got those cube gummies you tried, and the watermelon pillies for the kids to try. Oh, that's good. I love the texture of those cubes. Like I said, I don't even think it was like the taste for me. It was like the texture. Like right now, are there any are there any peanut free dating apps? I'm sure there will be in the future. Uh, they'll do it like they do people in school at lunch. They got to sit at a whole separate table. They can't be amongst anybody. But yeah, I keep on forgetting to do these two bags of candy to try them in the videos. I always forget it. It's the like Sour Patch Kids where they have it like inside out in individual wrapping. I got that when they were new, and I still keep on forgetting it when I do the videos. And then like some sweet and sour gummy things. So I have to remember next time. I have enough now. I collect enough stuff to do another video. I still haven't figured out the whole short thing. I don't know if uh the trolley popsicles are fire. Do they taste good? I don't know. I might get those to try them. Uh, but the shorts are, I don't know, I have to record something on my phone and then upload it to the shorts. If you want to do just straight direct shorts, those are only like a few seconds. So I think if you need anything longer than like 10 minutes or something, you have to like upload it from your phone. But yeah, the Trolley Popsicles, I'm sure I'll eventually end up getting. Are you partying this weekend? No, I do no partying. I'll be reading a book or something. Or maybe if I have the energy, doing a live video where you guys can see me trying stuff. I've never been a partier past like 21. I was done. I started at like 16. So, and I really like I was done by the age of 21. I did all that I needed to do, and that was a lot. But people my age don't party really unless they're just like lost. That's for you youngins out there. How old are you? W. I'll call you W. Yeah, I had my run early on. Then I had to be a mom. Now I'm a grandma. Oh, you're 24. Yeah, you're in the middle of partying. You still got some time. Yeah, I don't really, grandma. You don't sound like a granny. Well, thank you. I hope I don't look like a grandma either. But yeah, my grandbaby's one. If that's you on the profile pic, you don't look like one. It is me. That picture was when a couple of years. I've been doing YouTube for a long ass time. I think it's like 14, 15 years. So that picture was taken probably into my fourth or fifth year, and I don't know how to change the profile picture. Like I always take pictures of me recently, and it doesn't fit, and I don't know how to make it fit into the profile picture because I want a recent picture of me. But I do have videos that I do now that show what I look like and stuff. It's just that I can't get it into the profile picture. I hope I can figure out it soon because I still want that look. Like I still want to recreate that look. I just want it with me now. It's just I don't know what YouTube wants when it comes to it. They always says this is too. Usually I was able to resize it, and I don't know what it's doing now. That's why I don't even have thumbnail pictures. They just make it way too hard. But yeah, like the video before this one is where you could see me. I'm doing a video of test taste. Any of my test tasting ones, of course, you're gonna be seeing me taste the stuff. So anything that's related to food or whatever, or candy, that's not just gonna be me talking. That's going to be the visual too. So Those are the ones where you see me. But late night, that's always going to be a no. Late night, I'm in bed sipping on my water like the old lady I am, trying to see who's up with me. If I'm even up these days, because like I said, I started falling asleep around this time in the last couple of months. I think when I spend more time with the grandbaby during the day, that's when I do go to sleep early. But it was like he was tired today, so he didn't want to play or anything. So now I have more energy because I wasn't playing with him. So he's the one that makes me tired to go to sleep, I guess. I was wondering what it was that changed in my routine that made me fall asleep at night. And now I realize it was him because, like I said, when I can't get the energy out, I'm just up. Anybody watch any good shows, movies, anything? I've been going to sleep early too. Baby is up by 9, so I have to be up by at least 7 to shower and make breakfast. Yeah, that's how grandbaby is. He's usually up between 8 and 9. And sometimes most of the time, because even if I sleep at night, I'm still up. Like if I sleep at night, I still wake up like around 3 and I stay awake until like 8 or 9 in the morning because he likes to sit with me for a little while and watch a little something and have a little snack before his day starts. So I stay up all that time and then I'll fall back to sleep afterwards. Okay, Granny Smith, time to hit the sack. Have a good one. Take care. Get some rest. You too. Have a good night. But yeah, so I'll watch Baby Kittens so my daughter could, you know, do a few things before she starts. But it's so funny because she makes him a smoothie like in the mornings and he'll go like I'll be watching him and he'll like have to fly. He'll get so angry if he's not right by her. He wants that smoothie so bad. I've never a baby reacting to the smoothie. I was like, she needs to catch it on camera one of these days because it's unbelievable how much he wants that smoothie. He'll start screaming and everything. I'm like, over a smoothie? He doesn't have patience. Once my older kiddos go back to school, I can nap. But right now, while they're on break, ain't no nap. Oh my gosh, because every 5 minutes, mom, I'm bored. That's that is that is like the worst thing to hear. Like, mom, I'm bored. I still hear that sometimes from my grown ass daughter. I was like, hey, that's not my job no more if you get bored. But when I used to have to hear it, oh, that was something. I used to hate hearing that. And now this baby kids, when he gets old enough to say it, I'm gonna be like, that's all your payback. All the mom I'm bored because he's gonna be bored. Yes, I'm like, okay, get the broom and start cleaning, right? Really. But yes, it's like with my daughter, like she works and she takes care of the baby, but it's like if there's a little bit of non-movement, it's like she's bored or something. I'm like, girl, I'm tired. Wonder what Larry's doing. Who did we used to have? We used to have Larry, Pika, of course, my sister, but I know she sleeps somewhat at night too. Uh, Winter Moon. Yeah, same. I used to. Yours used to move me. Yeah, nonstop. That's how I was before too. But for me, I've always been a loner. Like I've always been. I've always had to entertain myself. There wasn't like I couldn't. I can't say I'm bored and somebody be like, "Okay, you're bored. Let me figure it out for you." I never had that. I was always the one that people would say that, so I don't know how it is to say, "Oh, I'm bored," and for somebody to try to fill that space with some entertainment. So I don't think I know I felt bored, but to actually say it out loud, too much time spent by myself. But it's like I said, it's a good thing, I think, because I don't have a lot of, I don't have like a lot of codependency. Susan, is she gonna fall asleep at 8 o'clock at night? It's like 8 o'clock at night for her. She might have though. Yeah, she did the other day too. Oh, okay. Sounds like she was just on Dawson's Live. She fell asleep that quick. It's okay though, because even if it's just a couple of us that wasn't here, it's still something to keep up to show people that I'm not going anywhere. Hopefully, provide them with a little bit of comfort and uh usually would crack up over something, but we didn't really have too many funny things besides the lovely peanut butter comment. Then watch her be like, "Why didn't you tell me?" It's like I did tell you you were asleep. But I found my. I know you're gonna be scared of this, Desi, but um, to the people that listen back that aren't scared of these things, I found my ghost box, which a ghost box is basically like say you have a regular AM, FM, AM, FM, old school radio. Uh, they basically program it to go between the channels so that usually when you're between channels on your radio, it's supposed to pick up like paranormal activity or whatever. So sometimes voices go in between that staticky thing. And it also has it where I could do like put an antenna out, and if something, I knew you'd be scared of, but if something goes past it, it will sound a little alarm. So I found that, and I'm like, oh, I got to do this on stream. But the thing is, when I'm talking, it's going to be doing the between channel thing. So I don't know if that's going to be too distracting. But then again, if it's on the background and we're just talking, for as long as we do, like for a couple hours or whatever, and something goes off, we know that it's there doing something. So I think I'm gonna try that on some of these streams. That will be like I said, I've sat with that thing for a long time at my old apartment where it was just me, and it only worked twice. Like it only picked up things twice. So it's not like it's going to. That's why I think people get so excited when they use their equipment, because when you're sitting around it for like I sit around my equipment for hours and when it do nothing. So when it actually does something and nothing changes in the room, that means there's something interacting. So it does get like exciting because most of the time you're really getting nothing, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I know that this doesn't just pick up on every single thing, so I wanna bring that in. I wish I could find my other stuff, but at least that will be some fun sometimes for me and for some of the people out there interested in that type of stuff. So if those people listen back to this and hear this little portion, let me know if you want me to let that like play during the live stream and see what we pick up. But even when I was little, when because we always had like the radio playing, you know, those old school radios playing, the huge ones. um, even when I was little, sometimes the what's it called? The thing would go between stations, and I would hear some crazy stuff. So I just thought that was normal. I didn't know it wasn't normal until until I was older and was listening to other like paranormal people and what they were making their equipment and stuff, and I'm like, oh wow, I heard a lot that wasn't normal when I was little. I don't know, Desi. Uh, I haven't for a while, but yeah, I think that will be fun. But like I said, there's something of it playing while I'm trying to talk that might be a little bit annoying. When people do it in their videos, it's like it's you can't hardly hear them. I'm like, maybe if I turn it down, and if the thing, whatever wants to come across, will come across loudly. We'll see. My little paranormal investigator heart wants to do something like that. Okay, I've lost touch with everyone. I know last time, I think she had surgery. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. The surgery of what? I don't know. There's been so much going on, and my mind is, as you age, I will tell you, I don't know if there's any old people that can remember crap, but I don't remember hardly anything. I'll find myself telling people the same thing. I wish they would tell me, "You told me that already," because I would tell somebody that. If I started talking about if they started talking about the same shit, I would tell them, "You told me already," but I catch myself telling people the same thing, and they don't tell me, "You told me already." Why? I think she mentioned she was healing or something. Gosh, it's been so long. Oh, okay. But that's why I say a lot. I know if I said this before, especially well, when you have a channel, you're gonna be repeating yourself. But just to your friends and your family, if you heard it before, say, "Yeah, you already told me." Girl, if you told me something already, tell me again because I'm so forgetful. Oh, damn. That is true. They might forget that I told them. That's true. But it's weird for me because my memory used to be so good. Like, oh my gosh. I used to remember all my life, like all my family's life, all that stuff. And it's like, I can't, it's just not there anymore. Like, aging really sucks. It's not, I don't know. The only good thing, like I said, I think you hear this a bunch, is wisdom with if you get wisdom, because there's a lot of people that age and they don't know shit still. For me, wisdom comes with aging. And I appreciate that and I'm grateful for that. But that is also probably the only thing that is good about aging. Really. Like the overall thing, yeah, that's good. But you lose so much with what your body, especially as a woman, what your body does as a woman. You lose a lot. So, and then it's like, oh, you don't need to, you might not even have like more than half of your life is over. Which, I mean, for me, I'm not all like, oh my gosh, more than half my life's over is such a bad thing. I feel bad because, like I said, you always want to be there for your kids and your grandbabies, you know. But as far as me as a personal, alone individual, I'm like, okay, that's I don't really care about that part. But like I said, when I do think about my family, I'm like, oh, that part is kind of rough. I have to mute the live real quick so I can run in. Okay. All right, Desi. So yeah, aging isn't the greatest, but I appreciate aging, like I said, because it comes with wisdom, and a lot of my family didn't even make it past this point, so I always have to appreciate it. If you're hearing that, like, I don't know if this water sound, it has that stupid sports top at the top of it. Where, so if you hear this, I hate saying the sucking part, but that's what it is. It's me drinking the water because I don't just squirt it in my mouth. I'm gonna stop talking about it. But anyway, it's when I drink water, it makes that noise. I used to be able to just take off the whole cap, but my arthritis doesn't let me do that anymore. So I have to open it this way it's intended, which is stupid. But yeah, if you keep hearing that, I think the microphone's gonna pick up on that uh more. Alright, we got 7 likes. Let's see if we make it to 10 tonight. Then I'll probably get off at the hour mark. It's like 42 minutes. Just try to make this a whole hour. And even though we haven't talked about much, it might still keep some people company for a little bit. If it does, let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Like I said, give the video a like. Alright, we got one more like. We got 2 more to go. Even though everybody says my likes are always down one, like they see 9, or they would see 9 instead of how I see 8. So maybe I just need one more. Yeah, I don't know. Have you guys seen like the talk about how there's gonna be I think the new Exorcist movie coming out next year, I believe, or the end of this year. It looks, unless it's fake, unless I saw a fake, you know how they always do the fake wannabe movies, but I don't think it was. There was some like older actors in it that that I know. So I feel like, oh man, I try not to watch movies like that. But this one looked like it's gonna be good. The last one sucked. And I missed a few in between because I try not to watch that stuff. But I don't know this newer one. If it's like they're showing, I might have to watch it. And then we have one coming out too. It's Insidious. I think that's good. There's gonna be another one of those. Uh, so a few good ones. Insidious is taking a hold. It's taking like a different turn. It's gonna be like a mother and a daughter, like, not even, I think, in relation to any of the other ones they had, which is strange. Unless it might turn out where it's in relation, but it doesn't look like it. But, yeah, so sounds like at least a few scary movies are gonna be coming out. Have you guys watched any scary movies that are good? Let me know. Like I said, if you don't catch the live, you can always comment. Let's see what else. What else? What else? It's been hot as heck here. I haven't been out of the house. The end of this month will be a whole freaking year. I think that's the longest time. Um, I've been in my recluse mode. Um, Usually I've had to do like medical appointments every 3 months or so, and last year or this year too, I just haven't been able to do it. I've just been, hey mouse. I watched Obsession. It was, oh yeah, people have been telling me that's good too. I've been waiting to wait till it goes on stream a little bit cheaper because it I know it cost like $20 the last time, so it might be cheaper now, but if not, I'm gonna wait a couple more weeks. But that's definitely on my list to watch because I heard that was really good. Welcome back, Desi. Uh, but what was I saying? Yeah, so my doctor actually emailed me when she was like, "Oh, time to come in for your physical at the end of this month," and I was like, "Oh no!" But then that made me realize, that's all she presses me for is to get in at least once a year, so that's not bad. But it just made me realize I haven't left the house in a whole freaking year. But I am forced to leave at the end of the month or the beginning of next month because I don't want to lose my doctor, and so I have to at least get in for the yearly physical. But I mean, it's just crazy to think that I haven't gone out in a year. And it really wasn't possible. I needed my license renewed. I haven't been able to do that. Like there are things that I needed to do and I can't even leave. Like at all, not even to a store. I haven't been to a store in I think about 8 years. I haven't been to a store. I always have to pay for it. Instacart and stuff like that. Um, which sucks. There's so much extra money, but yeah. Nope. In these last 8 years, the only thing I've done is appointments, medical appointments, and I think like one time, like last year, with my birthday, I went to the hotel, and then only once out when my daughter graduated from something. But other than that, it was just medical appointments, tests on top of tests, until I just got burnt the hell out. Girl, we need to get you to venture outside. Psh. Yeah, tell life not to give me so much pain and anxiety. But it's very hard for me to get out. One, because, I walk with a walker, and it's like being tall, like I always have to do like Uber XLs or whatever. And a lot of Uber XLs are um broken down minivans that are a million years old, and I don't understand how they could even be picking me up or whatever, but they always get mad because and my walker is, like, skinny and light and everything. It's not the seated one, it's just the one where I stand. They just act like that's such a big deal to put in their car and everything, so I always get stupid assholes, and, that just makes me not even wanna try because having to get a ride back and forth and you're paying all this money just for stupid assholes to get you, that makes it just so hard for me to go out. But no, I always said when I used to go shopping and everything, I used to be like, "Oh, I hate shopping." Now I'm like, "Damn, I wish I could see what the heck's inside a store instead of just try to find the new stuff online and stuff." Oh, can't understand why I hate to have to deal with a Porsche. And the thing is, it's not like once I get in there, it's not like I could get out because I c I can't. I only have so much energy to go from one thing to another, so it's like one time, this cab driver was such a bitch. She was such a bitch, and I just wanted to punch her in the face, and I'm like, "Damn, I can't leave this van, like, I have to get home." And if I were to tell this person off and leave the van, there was no way I could stand up a certain amount of time for another Uber. So it's very hard when you wanna punch a bitch in their face, and you're looking at the back of their head like, "Oh, damn, I just wanna punch her in the face." And you're gonna sit that way until you get home. Like, that wouldn't be me if I wasn't in this state, I would've told her off and got a different Uber, but I literally have to hold my tongue because it's like I have to get home. I can't hop out, I can't go back and forth, I can't do all that shit, so, when you're used to setting people straight in life and you have to literally hold your tongue, that doesn't feel good at all. Uh, you think they would what a good they don't give a crap, yeah, to provide good service, and I don't even give them a bad review if because a lot of the times it's on my daughter just does the Uber thing, but if it was me, I would give a bad review because that one was a lot, and the thing is at the end, you could tell she hated me being in her car, and I hated being in her car. And at the end, I was like, "Whoop, like, have a nice day, you stupid bitch." I said it and I didn't say you stupid bitch. I was just like, "Have a nice day," like she knew I knew in a way that she knew I knew she was a stupid bitch. And I'm like, "Okay, you're gonna come," if she don't come with nothing, then I could say a few words, but no. She was like, "You 2 between her teeth," and I'm like, "Yeah." We both knew if this was a different time, I would be kicking her we would be fighting, like, we would literally be fighting. Stupid hoe. But yeah, I wish I had somebody to drive me around that I knew and everything is fine. But and it's like it just sucks. It's if you can't when you're so ill that you need literally to be able to go in a car and drive and without no bullshit, like it's really hard to depend on strangers. But yeah, I have no choice. I have to get into this doctor's office. And the stupid thing about this doctor's office too is you have to walk a ways to get to the office once you get to the door, and so they have wheelchairs available, right? But the wheelchairs do not go in the elevator or do not go into any of the open doors, the doorways when you get upstairs. So it's like they push you on the wheelchair to the elevator, you gotta stand up. You gotta stand up if you wanna sit in the elevator, which is why 'cause you're only going up to, like, 3 floors. So you basically stand at that time, you get out, sit down, they roll you to the door, you stand up, you sit down in the chair, then when they roll you to the room, and then you stand up because it won't fit in the room. What's the use of having a wheelchair that won't fit into any damn where? It's too wide. They need to make it smaller where because you don't need that much room. Have your next drive. Hopefully, your. Oh yeah, I hope so too. Next driver will be better. Even when I get like I got one good driver one time, I was really like, how could I get you to come back and pick me up? But he there was a language barrier, so he didn't understand. He was the only one out of all the Ubers I've taken these past years that I felt like, oh, I'd be okay with him getting us again. But yeah, it's really hard to be out there because I never want to be out. Like, what happens if I get stuck? It's like I'll end up in a hospital or something. My blood pressure gets real high, so it's just not a good thing. But it would be nice, like, even to plan something else for my birthday, but I'm not going to no dang hotel that costs no dang $600 for 2 nights again. And my birthday's always around the time where everything's costs more money because of stupid people coming in for Labor Day and all that other crap, so all the hotels and stuff cost so much money, and they all seem like they suck too. Even the one I paid the $600 for, that was like it wasn't like it should've cost maybe 200 instead of 300 each night 'cause it was old and you could tell it was old. There wasn't anything fancy to it really. They make it like it was all nice and stuff. No, it wasn't. But yeah, I hope this doctor trip goes smoothly because it's scary going out there after a year. I don't want to. Everything's so expensive. When is your birthday? The beginning of September. So either I do it before September or maybe in the middle of September if I just celebrate a little bit late. But I wouldn't even ask. I just like spending time by myself. I wouldn't even ask anybody to come in like I did before or anything like that. I mean, I asked people to come in and only one person did, and they weren't even really there for me, which was the sucky part. Um, so I would just really just take it to be by myself because I liked the time by myself that I was there. I just like last year was the big 50. So I was like, oh, people are gonna share to come in. They didn't to come in and nope, that wasn't the case. So but yeah, still having to get my license renewed, that's gonna be a big fine because I guess the longer you wait, the more the fines build up. I feel like maybe I might have to let my license go and just get a regular ID and just forget about the driver's license because I haven't driven in so long. But I don't want to lose my driver's license, but I don't know. I'm not going to be able to pay whatever a whole bunch of money to get it back. It's just a lot. It's a lot to not be able to leave your house. Like ordering groceries, I order groceries once a week, and it's almost like $50 extra you're paying than if you could go to the store and get them yourself. Uh, and then in between that, I just order things from like Target and Walmart that are shipping, non-perishable items that are a little cheaper than Instacart. So, but it still adds up to be a lot. Well, I didn't know they fine you for not. Yeah, they do. It's when I read it, it said, "Oh, they might," but I heard somebody recently, they renewed theirs a little bit later, and that was only a couple of months, and they got fined, a couple of hundred. Mine's almost been a year, so it's kinda crazy. But some places don't, here they do. And if you don't get it within 2 years, you would have to literally start all over again, like the written test, the driving test, all that. And if I wouldn't do that. I would just go back to definitely just go back to regular ID if that happened. I just hope I could get it done, and it's not too much money. I can see like $200. That would be a lot, but still that's manageable. But if it went above that, I don't know what I would do. So yeah, and those were like the two major things I got to get done with the doctor's annual and my license. So yeah, when people talk about, oh, I want to be tall, I want to be tall, believe me, when you're tall, nobody wants you in their cars, especially if you're disabled and tall. What if you had a medical? I don't to prevented you from driving me, but then it would prevent you from driving. They would say you can't drive. That's the thing. If I were to get a medical condition that would prevent me from going down to get it done, they might say, "Well, you can't drive anyway. Fuck your license." I don't think that matters. They're trying to make it where it's what's it called? Your license doesn't ever have to be renewed again. I hope that passes, where you just have it for life. Let that happen. Shit. Good point, but some medical circumstances are temporary. I wish some of mine were, but mine are all chronic illnesses. I'm trying to think of one they could say. I don't know if they could say any. I'm hoping even when I go down there, like walking, like pretty much, it's hard to explain. Walking pretty much makes me my eyes blur because of I think because of the amount of pain, the amount my blood pressure goes up because of the pain, the amount of oxygen that I need, all that stuff, right? So I can't see crap when I walk. So I'm just afraid when I take the eye test, they're gonna think I can't see. Even when I went in to get my eyes tested again, when I was having all these issues, uh, I was sitting around for a long time before I had to get my eye test. I'm telling you, it was like 2 hours or something. So the first time I had my eyes checked, it was a few minutes I was in there getting checked, right? I ended up leaving with glasses because I forgot what my eye whatever, bifocals at that, okay? And so the next year, I go in and I sat for 2 hours before they tested my eyes, and they said my vision was 20/20. So I'm like, "How can my vision go from this bifocals to now you're saying it's 20/20?" And that just shows that I can see to way more if I'm sitting without pain than when I'm moving and everything's happening. Um, I just don't want that to happen when I get down there because it's like I wouldn't be able to see the letters because it's like I'm only if my body is taxed tremendously, do I like almost just everything's blurry. I might have to bring my glasses, maybe that will help, but hope you'll be able to renew without a huge fine. It would be good for you to get out more. Yeah, I know. I just wish I had somebody like I said, I'm 6'3". The only person that helping me when I go out is my daughter, and she's only 5'4". So it's like if something were to happen where I couldn't really move, it's like how's she gonna help me? It's a little, it's just scary circumstances when you're this sick and um even like the wheelchair aspect of it. I got a wheelchair. The wheelchair weighs over 50 pounds. I'm not about to have her lift 50 pounds in and out of a car. So I have to just deal with my walker. And it's only, like I said, it's not a seated walker. It's just where you stand and walk. So it's hard. But yeah. So I said I was just going to be on for hours, a little over an hour now. So I made it. Yay, I made it without giving up. So I'm gonna get off here, but thank you guys for joining me tonight. Like I said, I will be making these is when I'm up. I was up tonight. I'll be doing a test tasting more things soon. I have them ready. So hopefully I can do it soon. Um I just don't want to look all jacked up when I do it. So gotta look a little bit presentable when I do the video ones. And I hope to see you guys in there whenever that happens. I might do like a post before, like a little bit either within a couple hours or maybe the day before, so you guys know when I'm doing like the live video where you can see me. I might do that. So I'll try to notify you guys beforehand and hope to see you there or just see you next time on one of these. But for now I'm gonna say goodnight. It was good to see you. Good to see you too, Moss and Desi and the random people that fell up in here. Thank you guys for coming in and supporting me. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Have a good night, everyone.